Hey guys, it's Sarah. So I have a couple more things to show you here. I actually received two books in the mail, like one that I got from a publisher and then one that I purchased on my own. And then I went to my base library yesterday. I was actually just trying to kind of kill some time in between things I had to do. So I was like, I'll just run into the library and just browse and walk out with three books. So a couple more things to show you here just really quickly. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the book that I got for review, and I got this from Putnam Books, which is a division of Penguin Random House, and they sent me Jane Steele, and this is one that I talked about in my March TBR because I'm going to be reading this month. I'm going to do a separate review video for it after I'm done reading it, but I talked about it and said that I hadn't gotten it yet, but I literally got it the next day, so of course, the day after I film, right? So this is written by Lindsay Fay. This is not a debut novel. Lindsay Fay has written novels before, so but this is, I believe, a standalone book from her. So I'm excited to read this and see how I feel about it. The second book that I received is one that I purchased myself, and this is one that is replacing one that I already have. So it's the same book. I already have a copy of this book, but my version of it is a mass market paperback, and it was really big, and I can't stand reading in mass market paperbacks. They don't fit comfortably in my hands, and I literally, my hands will cramp up if I hold them too long. So I wanted to get a bigger version of it, you know, a bigger paperback version of it. So I did that, and then I donated the other one to my husband's squadron. They actually have a table in their break room. It's a book exchange table, so it's like take one and leave one. So I just donated there. So some of the guys could read it. But I got Once an Eagle. This is written by Anton Meurer. Ooh. This is a very old book. My mother loves this book, and every time it comes up, she's like, oh, I loved that book. This book is actually required reading for West Point students, I believe, and maybe another military institute as well. But this is definitely a wartime novel. I don't know which war, honestly. Yeah, I'm not sure because I haven't read it yet, but I have heard very, very, very good things about it. It's a very popular book, and so I went ahead and got the bigger paperback version of it that I saw recently, and I was like, oh, I love that, so I got it on Amazon. But guys, oh my gosh, it's so big. This is huge, and the mass market was big too, but holy crap, this was big. The font in this is a little bit bigger, as you can see, so there's that. But yeah, this is 1,291 pages. So this is going to be a project, most definitely. But I have heard really, really good things about this book. So I am excited to get into it. This may be like a summer project, like give myself a summer, honestly, to read it because it's a very, very, very long book. I know it's going to take me a long time to get through it. So maybe a summer or like a winter break or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. And honestly, this edition of this is really, really beautiful. Okay, so library books. So I walked into my library on base and I was like, I'm just gonna browse around and, you know, kill some time and blah, blah, blah. And then I walked out with three books. And the first one that I grabbed was After You by Jojo Moyes. I just read Me Before You, which I loved. This is the sequel to that. I have heard this one is not quite as good as Me Before You, so I'm not expecting it to be quite that good, but I have heard it's really good. So people are saying not quite as good as the first one, but still worth it and still a good book. And I really do love Jojo Moyes. I love her writing. I've read two of her books so far. This will be my third. So I want to get to this one most definitely soon since I just finished the first one. But yeah, I'm excited. The second book that I grabbed is Shopaholic to the Rescue. This is the most recent release in the Shopaholic series by Sophie Kinsella. So I have Shopaholic to the Stars from my other library sitting in my room right now, and now I have this one, so I have what I need to catch up on this series. So yeah, and this one's a little bit shorter, so that's good. And the third one that I went ahead and picked up kind of on a whim. I wasn't really looking to get a third one. I wasn't looking to get any of these. I'll be completely honest with you. I have enough going on, but I still grabbed it anyway, and if I need to renew it, I will. But this is one that I'm very, very excited to read. I've heard really, really good things about it, so I went ahead and picked up Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have not read the Grisha trilogy, which is set in the same world, and that was kind of the original stories. But I've also heard you don't have to read the Grisha trilogy and to be able to read this and enjoy it. And I don't know if I'm going to read the Grisha trilogy. I've heard very, very, very mixed things. My dog is here. That's what you hear in the background. Sorry, her nails are all over the floor. But I've heard enough mixed things that I'm not sure if I want to invest my time in reading it because I'm not 100% sure I'm going to love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with this one and say, you know, I may not do the Grisha trilogy and I'll be okay with that. So yeah, I went ahead and got this one, and it has the black pages, which I thought was really cool. I just love that. That's a really cool detail. So yeah, I grabbed this one too. Okay guys, that's all, and sorry, I literally like filmed my videos, my haul and my library haul, and then I got these other books like the next day. I was like, oh, I could have just waited one more day to film those, but whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, just a couple extra things that I picked up, and hopefully I'll be talking about them soon because I'd like to get to these soon on top of everything else I have to read. We'll see how all this goes. Okay, guys. Will you guys leave me a comment and let me know how you buy your books? I want to know, do you purchase them? Do you utilize your library more than anything? Do you read on your Kindle more than anything? Do you borrow from friends? I'm really interested to see where you guys get a hold of the books that you're reading. I think that'd be a fun discussion. So let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.